Top of the fucking morning, let's get to it. Let's get fucking to it, yo. So we're gonna talk about last night. We're gonna roll a blunt. We just gonna have some fun, man. Just try to put some chill shit on that I can't get copyrighted to. I pay for this. Fuck with me. I'm being stupid. It's early. Let's get it. Yo, man, last night was cool. Last night it was just a lot, like in a good way though. Like, well, it's just a lot. Last night, after I got off work, came home, and I went to get some Frontos, right? I realized I only had like one blunt left of Frontos. And Thanksgiving is on Thursday. And if you know, you know, deliveries, they kind of get, you know, a little off when there's holidays involved. So when I went to get the Frontos, there was only 5 packs left. 1 sample on the front and then 4 in the box. So I was gonna buy 3, but then when I realized that Thanksgiving's coming up, I was like, let me just get all of them. There's only 5. This dude comes in with some dreadlocks, short dreads, you feel me? He's trying to get some Frontos, but I'm already outside, like, and I'm in a wave. Like, I'm just in a good ass wave. I go outside, I spark my blunt, I'm just in a wave, you know what I mean? And then this dude runs outside like, yo, you just caught the last Frontos. That's crazy, cause I'm in Houston and people, I don't know too many people period in Houston, let alone people that let alone people that smoke Frontos. That's like in Boston, everybody smoke Frontos. Out here, people be smoking sweets and I can't fuck with that. But so long story short, not even long story short, but the dude ran up to me like, yo, you brought all the Frontos, those are my favorites, cause I only get natural. I get them from Smoke Alley. $5.50 each, you dig? But the other ones, they just get dry, the flavored ones. But so I always cop these, and apparently he does too. So now I know who's my competition, cause I be going up in there and I be trying to get as many Frontos as I need. And sometimes there's no Frontos in there. That's why I made it a habit to buy as many as I can whenever I go. So some gas. I'll show y'all. Probably can't see it, you know what I mean? But I'm not even gonna roll the nice, like these big nice nuts. I got some small nuts. But yeah. So I ended up selling this pack to this dude. And he ended up following me on the gram. Ended up telling me that he makes some music. So that's pretty dope. You feel me? I went to check out his stuff. If you already see on my Instagram, I posted him last night. So definitely check that out. Some real smooth shit. Like, I don't just be promoting niggas. I don't want to promote. I'm not trying to promote. If you whack, I'm not gonna be disrespectful about it. But I'm just not trying to lie to nobody, especially people that support me. So I really do fuck with dude. He's mad chill. And I feel like a good Samaritan, helping the dude out. I bought all the Frontos, and I gave him one, sold him one. But what else happened, man? Last night I was just mad emotional, like, not like crying like a little, you know. I had a lot of shit on my mind. Just had a lot of shit on my mind. You know what I mean? Crazy. So, just had a lot of shit on my mind, like. I was just like really on a wave. Like, I got today, tomorrow, and Thanksgiving off. So getting off work last night, when I went to get my Frontos, I was already smoking my blunt while I was driving to go get the Frontos. So I was feeling really good. And I was just getting hit with a lot of different emotions. Like, I was listening to the Baby's most recent album that's talking about his older brother that killed himself. And it just made me like, when you listen to that album, he's bringing different perspectives to how that feels. The perspective to losing his older brother, the perspective of like, we're gonna be okay, I'm gonna take care of your family, but the perspective of why you did that, how could you do this to our mother? You know, how could you do this to your kids? You know, it was like the anger that comes with it, the sadness, all that. And in that moment, I'm thinking like about my boys, like, all my boys, all the people that I've met, all the people that I've met and have lost. It's like I just really want to say, like, if you're watching this video, and even if you're not watching this video, if this message doesn't reach you, it's cool. But I want everyone to know, like, if you're alive right now, at the same time that I'm alive, like, I'm grateful, I'm thankful, I'm happy. Like, I love that you're alive. Even if I don't know you, like, so it's like, I don't even really need to know you personally to love the fact that you're alive. And I'm happy that you're alive at the same time that I'm alive. I heard that recently watching a show called Soft White Underbelly on YouTube. There was this pimp, I forgot what his name is, but he basically, that was his thing. He said, like, I'm happy to be, like, thank you for being alive when I'm alive. And that resonated with me so much because people don't say shit like that. Like, I'm really happy to be alive while y'all are alive because, like, this is where we are right now. Like, everything we do, what happens in our future is decided on by us and by God and by, you know, like, don't let it be by your circumstances. Control your circumstances. But it's like, going back to last night, I was just having a weird revelation. Like, not a revelation, man, I'm rambling, but I was driving, smoking this blunt. I get on the highway, and there's a cop in front of me. So he's doing like 70. I was doing like 72, but I just slowed down just to let him get a gap in between us. And the whole time I'm just thinking about the fact that, like, being a black man in America, Dominican, Puerto Rican, whatever you are, if you're anything other than a white man, shit is different. It's like, yeah, I get it. You could probably be scared of the law too, but you're scared of the law. If you're not white, if you're not black or brown, you're scared of the law because you're scared of the law. You're scared of what you're doing, or you might have something to actually hide. But when you black or brown, you got nothing to hide. Like, it's not even about what you're doing. It's just about how you look, where you going, where you being seen. Like, it sucks that just in going to the store, being behind the cop where he can't even really see me, the whole time I'm just like shook, you know. And it's a mix. It's like, how do you go from, you know, just like a simple experience, just like going to the store to go pick up a simple commodity, but then having to have this fear of what could potentially go wrong. What if he looked back? What if he just hit the brakes and turned on his lights and put me over just because I'm behind him and something in his mind told him that he should check me, of all people? It's like, not to mention that I was smoking weed in Texas, and that's not legal here. But regardless of the fact, like, I'm not doing nothing to hurt. I'm not doing anything that's hurting anybody. So it's just like, the fact that I gotta think about, not about getting arrested, because that's the least of my worries. Like, people get arrested and go to jail and all this, and they survive, they're cool. Like, it's not the best thing, it's not a good idea, but it's definitely better than just getting shot. And you think about that, like, you know, I don't want to make this video too negative or anything, but it's just like, driving home, I was just thinking about my boys, my loved ones, everyone I know that's out here hustling that could be in danger. Like, be really careful. Be more careful than you already are, because, like, I started crying last night because I just don't want to lose any more of my boys. I don't want to lose nobody. Like, it's like, it's too common. It's too acceptable. Like, every guy, like, every nigga I know, and I say nigga specifically because there's white guys, you know, whatever, that lost people, but I don't know not one black person, Spanish guy, that hasn't lost somebody. Not one. And I'm not talking about someone in their family from some type of illness that is inevitable, that, you know, like, I'm talking about my age. I'm 23. Someone that's between my age, anywhere down to like 17, up to like, well, up is, if you're older than you probably been dealt with it, but it's like, I've never met another young black or Spanish guy that hasn't had someone their age die. And that's fucked up. Like, that's really fucked up. Like, this shit fucks me up sometimes. because it's not even that niggas is dying. It's that they're dying so much that young people got, like, it don't matter how old you are. When I was 10 years old, my 10-year-old best friend, like, we were both born in January, born in the same hospital, all that, he got killed. I was 10. I didn't know, I didn't really deal with that until I was like 20. Like, it's just, I cried a little when I was a kid, but then I didn't really understand, not really seeing dude. Then in my teens, you know, I started to really, as I lost more people, started seeing like, this is just something that's finna happen. You can't fight that shit. I mean, you can fight it for yourself. Don't let yourself die. Protect yourself. Be safe. Get a gun legally. Like, stay out of trouble. Stay out of the wrong places. If you see some shit, get the fuck away. If you see a cop, a lot of y'all may or may not understand this, but when I see a cop, it's just like seeing someone that is a killer. Like, I'm not a gangbanger, but I know people that do, and if I were to go in somebody's hood, I would feel like if I go to California today and go to Compton or somewhere, I would feel safer there than I would driving through a white neighborhood. And all of y'all can agree with that shit. Like, or the white, whatever. But it's just like, you know, it's just like, my sister brought this up the other day. Like, she lives in Boston still, or Framingham in Massachusetts, but she brought up the fact that, like, going back to the hood, being around black people, being around Spanish people, being around poor people, being around people that have more reason to commit crimes because of poverty is a way safer, way less threatening, physically threatening. Like, you just feel less scared than just say driving on the highway in this lane and there's a cop on that lane, like 10 cars ahead of you, 50 cars ahead of you. Just seeing that car. Having your license up to date, having registration, everything is up to date. You're not doing nothing illegal. You maybe just have a thought-provoking face on. Like, you just in thought. Like my stepdad, he used to drive like this. You know? But it's like, it's shit like that. It's shit like that gets me mad. It's not mad. It's like, it gets me mad, but it gets me sad because it's like my generation and all the generations before me had to deal with that. Going forward, we still gonna have to deal with that. Not forever, because our generation's gonna change that. And I say that with full belief, understand, like 100%. This generation, our generation, right now, so many entrepreneurs. Like, if you're not on your shit right now, if you're not trying to do a side hustle or something, like, you way behind. Like, some people want to, like, let me finish this blunt, bro. But some people want to excuse it like, oh no, I'm not saying nothing's wrong with employment. Fuck all that shit. I'm saying something's wrong with employment. Listen, you could love your job. If you love your job that much, it's not the job that you love. It's what you're doing at that job that you love. And you can figure that shit the fuck out and go do it yourself. Make more money off of it. Help other people that look like you, profit more, prosper more, understand more, and be more fulfilled just because you're the one doing it. It's like, man, I really have a big problem with employment. I'm an employee right now. I work for a bank. But I don't plan on being there forever. I'm here because I want to learn about banking. I want to learn about money. I want to be able to speed up my money counter process. I want to be able to speed up my understanding of certain finances. Like if someone comes to me at the bank and needs help with something, of course I can't give any direct examples, but and they come quick with a problem, they can tell me their problem and it'll help me understand how to solve that problem. I don't necessarily want to own a bank, but if I understand it in the future, maybe why not? Like that's how y'all need to be thinking. Like I'm tired of seeing people that look like me, people that look like you, suffering. I don't give a fuck. Honestly, even if you're white, I'm speaking on black and brown people because I identify with black and brown people. But if you're white, I don't want to see you struggle either. I don't give And I know, it's just I don't want to see no one struggling. I hate it. It really gets under my skin. Seeing poor people struggling, seeing people without shower, seeing people just like wandering. You know, it's like you may not have. It's like, you know, you're not to blame for your circumstances all the time. You know, and I hear a lot of people that look down upon poor people like, oh nah, but you can figure it out, they can figure it out. No, fuck that shit, bro. You sound stupid. This is, I got friends that if you listen to this, I know friends, specific friends that have said to me like, oh nah, you can figure it out if I can. No, fuck that. You stupid. Because you are where you are right now. That means you're level, you're above water right now. But you're talking from a place of ignorance. You're talking from a place of I'm higher, I'm better than you. But if you were in their shoes tomorrow, you would hate everything you ever said about someone like that. Because you realize quickly that the people in that position don't necessarily want to be in that position. And if they do, they do. That's cool too. But if they don't want to be in that position, sometimes they don't know how to get out of that position. And because of that difficulty, they give up. And then there's a nigga like you that's, you know what I mean? Like, that's one thing about me, like, don't do no stupid shit to nobody suffering or homeless around me. I'm not even talking about the obvious shit. I'm not talking about don't be playing with them, don't be doing no young high school nigga, you know what I mean? Like, don't be playing around. Like, if someone's poor, if someone's dirty, if someone stinks, help them. Cause that could be you. And even if it's not you, if you want to say, oh no, it can never be me, it could be your daughter. It could be your son. It could be anything. Like, I'm 23 years old. What if I found out tomorrow my mom, she lost everything? And I couldn't help it. So, like, I just been having a lot on my mind. I need y'all to listen. I need y'all to really, like, get right. Cause I smoke weed, I do my thing, but don't be stupid. That's one thing I don't like is stupidity. Don't be stupid. Like, open your mind. Think for yourself. Make decisions for yourself. Understand who you are. Because it's like that saying, like believe in something and fall for everything. Some of y'all don't even understand what that means. Like, believe in something. First and foremost, believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. You're letting people talk to you a certain way because you don't respect or believe in yourself. You ever notice that in like middle school and high school, there's always those kids that are more loudmouth, more I don't give a fuck, more just straight up personality. Those kids don't even know, but they're being themselves. And they get in trouble because they're being themselves. They get in trouble because they're not following the rules. But they're not following the rules, not because they want to disobey the rules, but because they want to do what they want. And sometimes that goes against the rules. And then there's kids that follow the rules because that's what they want to do. But then there's that little middle, that gray area, where you got all these kids that just don't know themselves, don't respect themselves, don't love themselves. So even though if someone gets them mad, they might raise their voice back. But if someone disrespects them, they might just take it because they don't realize that they're worth not being disrespected. We're going to continue this in a second. I'm finna turn this off and bring it outside so we can smoke. Yeah.
Baby, you don't have to trip. Just know that I'm a hustler. I get it how I live. I told little shorty, hold on. I don't fuck with slow songs. I'm trying to get higher. Maybe you should get your roll on. She just hit the bone, but she found something else to blow on. Fuck it till the morning, little shorty gotta go home. Then I'm to the studio. I'm writing rhymes like this my cubicle. No one on the fly. I told my mama I was doing those. Straight up out the trenches, I can't stop until I'm centerfold. Grammy nominations at the top. I need like 10 of those. I'm top 10. And 2 to 10, just know I'm not them. Don't say my name when you debating with your thug friends. Don't tell your brother he can slide cause he do not bend. Won't get the job cause the locations we lose out and get drippy out. Oh no, we ride them blickies out. Get this shit in motion, we can probably bring the city out. Niggas know who run it, swear to God when they get litty out. Bitches used to front but they gon' fuck because I'm jumping out, get drippy out. Oh no, we ride them blickies out. Get this shit in motion, we can probably bring the city out. Niggas know who run it, swear to God when they get litty out. Bitches used to front but they gon' fuck because I'm drippy now. should change up. When bitches only wanna hit you cause your name up. I'm hustling for riches, keep the fame, bruh. My change up, but they say money make you change up. But I can't change on my game. Money on the fame. I promise wrong or right, I'ma always be the same. Remember riding in the hoopty, getting Tommy copper rings. Niggas probably hit it y'all, cause niggas don't know how to aim. Started beef my brother. Man, you know I love you real niggas never die. We just live on through each other. We coming from the same thing. Got it out the gutter. Getting bread, I'm trying to maintain. Hustling for butters in the summer and get drippy out. Oh no, we brought them blickies out. Get this shit in motion. We can probably bring the city out. Niggas know who run it. Swear to God when they get litty out. Bitches use the front, but they gon' fuck because I'm jumping. I'm get drippy out. Oh no, we brought them blickies out. Get this shit in motion. We can probably bring the city out. Niggas know who run it. Swear to God when they get litty out. Bitches use the front, but they gon' fuck because I'm drippy now.
You got my juice. Yeah, y'all fuck with that one. Y'all, do some more. Let me see if I can find dude that I met last night. Let me see. Let's see, what's his name? Dude's name is Majah M-A-J-A-H-M-E-C. This song's called Dead Friends. I met this dude last night because I bought all the Frontos and he needed a pack, so listen to him. He just dropped this like last week too.
It's mad.
Yeah.
Still guns up. Get your funds up. Indeed. It's mad.
Give me, I'm sending for Benjamins. I got that bitch on a strictly dick regimen. I'm thinking vegan, ho, call me the veggie man. He say it's beef, I'ma smoke him like Reggie. Then 40 on me in case he in my business. Up on the hoe, she end up a witness. I'ma work out with that too like it's fitness. And I'ma go fast for these motherfucking rich and I'm bitching up. No, I can't fuck when I'm switching. Swerving on Westy, I think this the road to the riches. I beat at the back and these stitches. Serve with the two and then roll me a J in the kitchen. I'm stuck with the gang, ain't no switching. Free all the real, I'm kill all the motherfucking snitches. I'm stuck with the gang, ain't no switching. Free all the real, I'm kill all the motherfuckers. I'm like, free my little set, don't RP granny, we'll meet up again. Your bitch want the sex, I want the next, so I'ma choose money again. Yeah, and again, over and over till I got $1 billion to spend. I just want the money, dead friends. I just want the money, I'm good on the friend.
Pressure, I won't go like my enemy. He said he rhyme, but now he my enemy. Niggas hating on the love that's a friend of me. Niggas want it for the love, but can't get it. G40 Glock with 22 shots. Leaving niggas smoking no pot. We the ones got the birds hot. This we chasing chicken, nigga, you're not. Being broken out, so I work for my face. Say what do, I can get hit with a stick. Blowing exotic, gassy as shit. She caught me a brick, I'm not passing this bitch. I got a bone to pick up my center blitz. My busky the baddest, I crack her like Ray. I'm sending your bitch on a plus, she a flip. Later on, I spend the crib and we get off. Free my set, RB granny, I'm known with me to begin. Your bitch want the sex, I want the next, so I'ma choose money again. Yeah, and again, over and over till I got $1 billion to spend. I just want the money, dead friends. Yeah, I just want the money, I'm good on the friend. My free my set, don't RB granny with me to begin. Your bitch want the sex, I want the next, so I'ma choose money again. Yeah, and again, over and over till I got $1 billion to spend. I just want the money, dead friends. I just want the money, I'm good on the friends.
Shit, bro. Young dude's doing his thing, bro. He just dropped that, bro. Go check it out. I'm gonna drop the link in the bio, of course, in the description box below for YouTube. You know what I mean? Alright. What else we got? We got some Hollywood mix for y'all. If y'all don't know about Hollywood mix, you lacking. You gotta check that playlist of yours. Let's see. I'm throwing his new shit off the rip. You know what I mean?
Hollywood. Yeah. Hollywood. Yeah. Man, this shit's off the rip.
Oh, we smoking loud, got exotic by the zip. If I had to flip it all, come back with blue strips. Gotta have my earnings and I gotta get it quick. Yeah, man, this shit's off the rip. Oh, we smoking loud, got exotic by the zip. If I had to flip it all, short, no, that's not an option. If you think that is cool, need to seek a doctor. Cooking up with Rogue like the shit was pasta. Jew Glizzy in the room, smoking like a roster. Ragu on the sauce, don't you ever spill it. A secret type of sauce, know this shit's authentic. Everything I said on this, just know I meant it. Been feeding y'all McDonald's to get y'all attention. Do it for my family, give them different ways. Ain't no road home, my future, gotta pave my way. Have to stack my cheddar, grinding every day. By any means, I got it moving different ways. Yeah, man, this shit is off the rip. 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 Always smoking loud, got exotic by the zip. Never had to flip it all, coming with the strip. Gotta have my earnings and I gotta get it quick. Yeah, man, this shit is off the rip. Always smoking loud, got exotic by the zip. If I had to flip it all, come back with the strip. Gotta have my earnings and I gotta get it quick. Yeah, man, this shit is off the rip. Man, this shit is off the rip. Hollywood. Man, this shit is off the rip.
Hollywood. And yo, me and all of these niggas, yo, we about to do, I don't know when, but we all about to match. We got some videos coming for y'all. That's gonna be lit. And this COVID shit's crazy, but we're gonna have to make that happen one of these days. We're gonna play for y'all. Kobe's new track, Ether.
But I spit it like a preacher. Tryna be a legend, homie. You gon' find shit store deep. Codeine killing me slowly. And I can't buy no work cause it might just be OV. Said I always got my gun cause these niggas be OC. Oh please. I put on this trigger, they gon' bleed. I can't worry about a nigga that's on my mama, nigga. I thought you heard an LMP, I just want dollars, nigga. And if you want that smoke with me, please bring your profit, nigga. You turn a vegetable the way we have to pass, nigga. And it's like we don't sell no cocaine. Used to swipe them visas. Prices going up, now need like 5K for a feature. Wanna be a prophet, but I spit it like a preacher. I'm tryna be a legend, homie. We gon' feel this ether, this ether. This ether. She do anything for visas. She step on road, she step, she not a year. Hey, it's nice to meet you. Yes, my name is 223, don't play about my tour. And yes, I got a big twin, so one bitch I will see. And so we might not meet again, but I don't care to see. I'm like, care about this nigga. You don't give a damn, no, you don't give a damn. And I do it things to me. From an iPhone to a beeper. From an iPhone to a beeper. How I do anything just to come meet you. I might charge 5K for a feature. You in my driveway looking speechless. You don't sell no cocaine, used to swipe them visas. Prices going up, now need like 5K for a feature. Wanna be a prophet, but I spit it like a preacher. Tryna be a legend, homie. You gon' feel this ether, yeah. Been gripping on my Nina, leave you Aquafina. Sliding down his block, we gon' clear the scene up. If you keep talking hot, then I'll let fire about this heat up. Wanna see me fall, wanna see me crash out. But I bring these bags full of cash back to the stash house. We gon' spend these racks on all these tags, we finna max out. I don't have to brag, she know I'm mad by how I cash out. She got my confidence, but she gon' stay with me no matter how the problems get. Cause if she fuck with me, I'll never leave her money. So no cocaine, this is like the news. Prices going up, now need like 5K for a feature. Wanna be a prophet, but I spit it like a preacher. Tryna be a legend, homie. You gon' feel this ether,
So, on that note, guys, I'm gonna see y'all next time. I'm finna go eat. But remember what I said, real talk though. Like, I really want everyone to know that no matter what, you're loved. If you're going to do some shit, talk to somebody. Like, real talk. Talk to me. You want to hit me up. It's cool. Just be your best. You know what I mean? Like, figure out what you want in life. Chase that. Stop chasing what you're supposed to chase. And stop chasing what people are telling you to chase. Do your thing.